Authorities continue to urge the public to keep a watchful lookout for a serial killer who remains at large and is extremely dangerous.
Did you make the call, ma'am?
Yes, he's in there with my husband.
He was right there.
Oh my God.
Lizzie?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. Happy Friday. Happy Horror Friday. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going great. It's the weekend. We got, if you work for any kind of bank or the state or something, a lot of people have Monday off. So I'm sitting on a 3-day weekend, and I kind of started my weekend off by going to see a horror film, and then I watched a badass horror movie just the other night, and it was one that I'd heard was pretty good, but it just slipped through the cracks. Hadn't even thought about it for a while until my buddy Joel at Darkroom Review said, "Dude, will you please cover the film from 2025, Strange Harvest? I would love to know what you think about it," kind of thing. And I was like, dude, absolutely. And in my head, I was like, shit, I gotta sit down and watch that movie. It was like streaming on Prime forever, and then luckily it moved to Hulu. I remember seeing like physical releases of it, but it's really, really small. It's from Stuart Ortiz. And let me tell you something right now, okay? I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm not going to make you wait till the very end for this, how I feel about the movie, or just, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and everything. But if you were wondering, I fucking loved Strange Harvest. Like, maybe more than any other movie I watched last year. And you're like, Josh, dude, you say that about everything, man. You've been really like, is every movie you watch now just like the best horror movie? No. It's not. Because I did just sit through Vicious twice, and I watched Keeper. Could not get through that twice. There's no fucking way, man. But Strange Harvest does something that was unique, that is pretty much one of my favorite styles of horror movies, which is the found footage, but the mockumentary, kind of like the movie within a movie, Cannibal Holocaust style. Think the Poughkeepsie Tapes meets Horror in the High Desert meets maybe a bastard splash of Saw with some Lake Mungo, and maybe even a little bit of Willow Creek. It's got a little bit of everything. Obviously even a little bit of Taking a Deborah Logan. What we're talking about is police footage done extremely well, like on an expert level, man. We're talking about a film in Strange Harvest that takes place in San Bernardino County over the last 3 decades, basically. Parts of the 80s and 90s and then 2000s, where there's a serial killer who is going from town to town, and at first there's not really a whole lot of clues, and then kind of similar to Zodiac or Seven, he's got like an MO, if you will, and he starts sending the police clues, right? How can you find me? Here's what to be looking for. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Strange Harvest becomes a cosmic horror film. Massive Lovecraft fan, huge body horror, Lovecraftian horror, man. I mean, you're speaking my language with that stuff. And what you get is you get this found footage, not reenactments, but you get the crime scene footage done expertly well with people that don't feel like they're acting. For I think a lot of people, especially like old people just watching this movie on Hulu or something, they're gonna feel like they just stumbled upon a real crime. Like this is a really, really believable horror film, and it feels very real. It feels like very candid, and it just feels like you're getting to witness this in real time. And what it does is it sits down with a couple different police officers, and they start to tell their stories about how there's a serial killer, and he was going from house to house and attacking families, and kind of like slowly they had to kind of put the pieces together and get all the clues. And what I'm telling you right now, there is some gore in this film. There is some this film got under my skin, man. This film is so good, dude. What you get is you get bodies, you get gore, you get like traps in a way, and you get so much just found footage gold in Strange Harvest. I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I don't even know. Talk about being blown away. My expectations were really, really low. And it's so awesome that we as a horror community, we get to find directors like this that are willing to push the envelope. And I did not know that this was by the dude that made Grave Encounters, which I was a fan of back when it came out. Everybody kind of remembers that green case you'd find at Blockbuster Video with the guy's mouth agape, right? The ghost film. We get to find these directors that are willing to push the envelope and take a traditional approach to their storytelling and put something out that just absolutely nails every single gruesome fucking detail. I'm talking nails it. Just absolutely kills it. Besides Ghostwatch, Poughkeepsie, and there's a handful of others, this is serial killer chicken noodle soup for the soul. If you are a fan, if you are a true crime junkie, this is what you need. Strange Harvest is what you need. This is one hell of a horror film. I'm going to try not to blink for the rest of this review, man. I was so blown away by this movie, man. It's McDonald's fries, okay? And I just gobbled that fucking fast food French fry up. It was so good. This film's got leeches, it's got traps, it's got buckets, it's got everything going, gone. There is a shot in this film where the serial killer, Mr. Shiny as he's called, is stalking this family, and when the police start to tell this story, they show you the photos, and what happens is he gets this group of people and he ties them up at like this kitchen table, and so they're duct taped, they're bound, and they're slowly bled out, and he's got these buckets underneath them, and on the buckets it says going, gone, as he slowly bleeds them out. And the audience, like myself, we get to kind of fill in the gaps as to what happened. It's horrifying. Then as you look up, you see his symbol, which is kind of like this pyramid looking shape and has to do with astrology. It's just a great fucking movie, man. It's got a burn victim. It's got these incredible effects. It's got this, police footage where this girl is trying to get away from Mr. Shiny, and she's like backed up in a room. And so what you get is her cell phone camera as she's like trying to do a YouTube video, like put on her makeup, and Mr. Shiny comes into the room point blank with a pistol, just kadoosh, tat, and her body slides down, hits her a couple more times, ends up, some other things happen. He follows victims to the hospital. He does all of these fucking things, man. He does this saw type of trap with leeches that is so fucking incredible. If you're a true crime junkie like I am, man, and you got a soft spot for serial killers somehow, like this is a film for you. I thought Strange Harvest, I'm being 100% dead fucking serious. Someone please keep making films like Strange Harvest. This is absolutely incredible. The thought, the care to the ancient witchcraft, the celestial importance, the folklore, the stars, the symbolism, it has it all. It's got it all. The ending was absolutely the shit. A lot of times with these endings, especially like in Horror in the High Desert, which I highly recommend if you haven't seen that. All three, well, there's 4 of them now. All of them are pretty decent. Minerva was damn good, but Horror in the High Desert, it's building the story, and it's typical like first-hand encounters and the witnesses and everything similar to this, and the ending is pretty good. You get to see what's actually going on, but this thing, you get right up in the police body cam. You get to see exactly what's happening. You get to look up in the sky. You get to kind of like be filled with this existential dread, this cosmic horror that comes. It's fucking badass, man. I mean, the ending was just the absolute shit. I immediately texted my buddies and I was like, dude, you got to watch this. And they're like, I'm going to look it up on Hulu. And they checked it out and they're like, that movie's fucking great. And I was like, I know, right? How come we don't have more movies like this that are just willing to take a chance, go the Lake Mungo route, go the Poughkeepsie route where they keep everything straight. There's no comedy. It's just like, here's what happened. We can't solve the case. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. And you can see that the police officers themselves, they're just emotionally damaged. And that's what was so effective about this film. It was just... It really worked on so many levels, man. I just immediately after it was over, I was like, I can't wait to watch this again. I'm watching this weekend. You only really die, they say in this film, when someone stops saying your name. Ted Bundy, Gacy, these guys are going to live forever. And that's what happens in San Bernardino County, California. Lucky for us in Strange Harvest, so does Mr. Shiny. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't seen this film, put it on. If you don't have Hulu, I mean, you can rent it for a couple of bucks on Prime. Small video, small scope. You can tell it's on a limited budget, and it just came to the theater and just immediately was gone, right? It's just a breath of fresh air, man, for people that are fans of found footage, people that are fans of like true crime and serial. It's exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. Now, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into something that I had tonight. We're gonna give a little 2-for-1. Okay, today Bone Temple came out, and I was on the fence about going to see that. I'd heard some cool stuff about it. People were like, it's going to be divisive. And usually when a film is divisive, that's right in my wheelhouse. That means I'm probably going to love a movie like that. Because if other people don't like it, I'm not contrarian necessarily, but I like movies that push the envelope, that make you feel like one way or the other, we're going to get something original out of this. So instead of Bone Temple, I went and watched Primate, which is kind of a... If you know the Travis the Chimp story, right, with Charla from the Oprah Winfrey special, if you know any of that stuff, if you've watched Chimp Crazy, if you watched Fatal Attractions on Animal Planet, which I have all of them on Prime. I've got like every season I purchased. I'm obsessed with not true crime, but animals attack videos. Like, I love creature features. Guilty, okay? I want to die by shark bite. That's like a dream of mine. I'm a fucking weirdo. Primate tells the story of a chimp that gets rabies and things go wrong. It's a small setting. It's just like a animals attack slasher. Think John Carpenter's Jurassic Park. Okay, perfect fucking 80s music, crazy gore. Now for me, I wanted more, because when you hear crazy gore, I'm expecting to see. So it has Terrifier level gore for parts of the movie. I just wanted more of that, but big fan of the gore. The first 20 minutes are like very tropey, and you're like, oh, this person's gonna live, this person's gonna die. I'm gonna do a full review, but you can take it to the bank right now. Primate was probably the most fun I've had watching a creature feature since the first time I saw Jaws, maybe. It's that good. Maybe Arachnophobia after Jaws. I don't know. It's a short list to be a creature feature, and Primate, dude, you're going to want to watch my full review. Let me just say that. I loved Primate. It was exactly what I needed. Quick sit, 80-some minutes, man. Popcorn flick. People behind me were screaming. I was in the D-box seat, so as the camera would turn, I would move, right? And then it would shake. There was jump scares. I was like, this movie is a little unhinged. This is a very suspenseful fucking movie. John Carpenter's Jurassic Park, basically, right? A creature feature. John Carpenter music, Halloween meets Jurassic Park. It was fucking awesome, man. Guys, I hope you're doing well. Take great care of yourselves this weekend. If you're new here, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there. Do all those stupid things that YouTube's tell you to do. And until next time, man, I'm hoping to pull out another one on Monday. Maybe we'll I'm kind of in the mood to just rank some creature features. Maybe we'll do like a tier list, and I'll go through it, do like an hour live or something on Monday. Maybe I can get a buddy to jump on there with me. Maybe we'll see. All right, until next time, guys, I love you so much. Take care. Cheers.